I mean, it's a productive piece of equipment. It's very valuable, very valuable. Well, this is a packaging producing company. 95% of what we do is packaging here. We do a lot of cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, electronics, but mainly cosmetic packaging. That's something we've been involved in for the past 20 years. It's what we specialize in.
I'm not technically an owner yet. You know, we have my mother, Teresa, Scott, Andrew's father, and then my grandfather, Walt. My mother's still heavily involved. My grandfather and uncle are kind of, doing their own thing, enjoying their lives. And Andrew and I have kind of taken over the production side of things the last year. And, I think things have been going very well. And that's a good testament to the, all the lessons they've taught us over the years. I've been here for about 20 years now. I started 3 days after I graduated high school. Yeah, it's been a long journey and a good one. I'm very blessed, and I have nothing to complain about. It's been challenging. We've had a great support system, over the years, and until recently, that wasn't something that we really had to worry about. We're learning every day, and we have great employees and a lot that have been with us for many years, so they've made the transition pretty easy. I'm sure the future will have more challenges, but as of right now, things are going well. We got work on the floor, and everybody seems happy, so I have no complaints.
When you have a strong structure with great employees, good managers, it makes it much easier. The responsibility is evenly distributed, and it's a lot easier for all of us to have a successful business.
I think that's, just kind of how we've done things over the years. We're a family-owned business, and my grandfather, my uncle, and my mother, we're all very personable, and obviously you can't be everybody's friend, but we try to see things from the way our employees would see them, and I'd like to think that, anybody here I could, leave with on a Friday, go have a beer with and have a good time. I want everybody to be on the same level. Obviously we all have different responsibilities and things like that, but we all work together as a team, and acting like you might be above something or below something is not what I'm really about. I want to keep it fair with everybody. All we're worried about is getting our work in and getting it out and having it done properly and keeping our customers happy.
Many of these employees have been here for 20 plus years, and everybody's like family. So everybody comes to work every day, enjoys their job, does the best they can do, and we make sure that we show them appreciation and gratitude for all the hard work that they do, and that makes my job much easier. It's competitive, but when you have a good sales force that has a great relationship with your customers, it's still competitive, but they know that you're exceptional at packaging, that you do a great job, and so you build that relationship with your customers. The competition is there. You always have to be on your toes, but it's more of a relationship. But I think that over the years, the relationship has kept us steady and afloat. It's not new technology for us. We've been an adopter for about 12 years now. This is our newest eagle that we put on our press here. We went from a 6-color roll-in to a 7-color KBA and added the eagle on. It just expands business with our existing customers and opens doors for new business with new customers. We love it. It's a great piece of equipment. As far as purchasing the eagle, Mike is a great salesman. Mike stood behind his product, and we put it on there, we tried it out, and we never looked back. In that area, as far as the eagle goes, it was putting it on, trying it out, making our own determination. It wasn't like buying a printing press or a die cutter or a folder gluer. The proof was in the test. No, it's a great machine. It runs well. I don't see us ever changing from the eagle.
We were kind of on the leading edge of that. It was a new technology, and we didn't make a pivot into packaging and probably until maybe, the mid-2000s. Back then we didn't have a stamping capabilities. We were just, investing in some new technology, and the fact that it was all in line and cut down lead times, which is a huge thing in our industry, is everybody wanted everything yesterday. And being able to do foil inline, cut out a whole process after the fact really helps customers meet their deadlines. And that was a big driving factor for that. And nobody could do it. And it's been a big part of our business ever since then.
It just, again, it goes down to this grassroots, tight-knit community that we have here. We make sure the employees have good equipment and they can produce good work. That's the way any business should be, any successful business should be. We've always invested in our equipment and our employees, always.
We have very experienced operators, and we try to get their input when we buy new equipment and get feedback. I mean, you'd be short-sighted to not talk to your operators before you invest in anything, because these are the guys that are going to be operating it. If they don't like it, then we're not going to like it. And it's important to invest in new equipment, and it's important to make sure your operators enjoy running that equipment.
It's getting better and better, to be honest with you, because actually the machine itself is great. The foil is getting better, and that makes a world of difference right now. Matter of fact, the job I ran yesterday was ran beautiful. It was 30,000 sheets, and usually we have to stop a lot of times to clean something, one thing or another, but with this new foil, it's a lot nicer. But the machine itself, it does what it's supposed to do. I always look at how the simpler ones are much nicer looking than some of the complicated ones. It just stands out more, especially with the foil, because you're not hiding it behind something else. Oh yeah, because that's the whole thing about when they go through all this process, make it stand out on the shelves. The nicer the box looks, it attracts the consumer. So yeah, that helps out a lot. I'll be honest, I used to do a lot more when I was younger. Now I got so used to it, and I'll show my wife, oh, we do this at work. So yeah, I still do, but not as much.
I think it does, but I think it's gaining more traction. I'd say 12 years ago when we adopted the Eagle, it was very far and few between the number of printers that had it. But I think now it's beginning to gain more traction. But it is nice having it because we have brought work in specifically for the Eagle. It's starting to become a centerpiece to the business. It's a foundational aspect of what we can do. It's great.
There's no substitute for, foil stamping, the way that it's been done forever. It gives us a lot more capability with, blending special colors. With 4-color process, you can turn the foil into any color you want to. Or if you have something in mind, you hit it with a spot color. The possibilities are endless. It's really for people that have a really good imagination. It's another tool in the toolbox for our press room.
Absolutely. From not just the Eagle, I mean, increase in demand for emboss, hot foil, spot UV. It's just an increase in general for all embellishments, and the Eagle just happens to be one of them.
It's good, obviously Mike's on the East Coast and we're over here, so he, every time he's over here, he comes and stops by and says hi. And I know he visited my grandfather and my uncle, and Mike's part of the family. We've known him for a long time, and as long as we have a press that's capable of, having one of the Eagle units, it will have one on it for sure.
Of course, we could operate our business without the Eagle, but it's a nice embellishment, and it's becoming a core embellishment for us. In terms of ROI, just to be blunt, it could be a year. We do have a special tricing model for the Eagle, as I think any printer would. I mean, it's a productive piece of equipment. It's very valuable, very valuable.